Okay, another week, another car, but this one is the 2023 Kia Stinger Tribute Edition, and just by first impressions, you can just tell how nice this car actually is. It is just fantastic, right? So let's do a quick walk around. Then, since I am driving for the Hyundai event this week and I'm about to leave, we'll go up in the mountains a little bit and we'll talk about how it drives and how it's been to get here, because I've driven this from Montreal all the way up to outside of Sherbrooke. So I'll be able to show you all of that. Just give you a quick shot of the back. Stinger hasn't changed too much over the years, but it has changed enough. We've got quad exhaust, which is really cool. Let me show you the trunk though. Big space, got all my stuff in here. So I packed for the week, packed all my gear, everything I need, it's all right here. And of course it's automatic and it's absolutely massive, so we love this. And there's also one more thing I can show you. It is this. So the door opens, really cool interior, but I'll show you that later. And then I can show you here we have Stinger, and I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but it's 488 out of 1,000. Really awesome. So let's take it for a drive and let me show you my first driving impressions. All right, so here we are, 2023 Kia Stinger Tribute, and they are killing this thing. So I'll talk about that later, but let's get to the driving impressions. So first of all, this car is equipped with some power. That's scary, okay? And that's just from like going like almost 30 kilometers an hour still. That's not even from a straight stop. And obviously there is, I think, a little bit of pumped in audio, but since I was up here for the Hyundai event, I decided let's just go through the same route that they took me with the Kona yesterday, and let's drive the Stinger through it just a little bit, because it's a long route, so I don't have time to do all that, but I do have time to do the first leg of it, and it's a lot of windy roads, and you know, I could just keep it in sport mode, I could rip it, I could be in comfort mode, and have the suspension just guide me through the things. The steering is not dead here. I do feel a little bit of feedback only in sport mode, though. If you go to comfort, obviously you're getting nothing. Not a lot of body roll. It feels nimble. For a big sedan, I do feel nimbleness from it, which I love to see that. It's really good news that there's like some nimbleness to, there's some play to this car, which is really good. So seating position as well is also really, really comfortable. I have a bunch of adjustments I can do. I don't feel like I fully adjusted the seat properly yet. I feel like lately it's been a little bit of time to get cars right into the adjustment period, and then right as I have to give it away, I'm adjusted and I don't want to give it away. The good news is my car's adjusted, but anyways, so yeah, it's really good. The steering feels so good. I love the interior design of this thing. Honestly, the Kia Stinger was one of those cars when it came out, I was like, okay, Kia's here. They're here to play and they're serious. And I was instantly like, how do I get that car? Unfortunately, the price range was always too much. I could never find it at the right time. It just never worked. So the fact that I'm able to drive it for a week or a couple of days anyways, because I missed a couple of days with it, but that's just the way it goes. It's just crazy to me and I love it. It's just so much fun, and I can see the appeal still, and I think, or at least I hope, on the used market, this will stay around for a while, because like I said, they are killing it. And I couldn't understand why. Well, I guess I could from a, financial standpoint, is that maybe just sales aren't there and they want to focus on other things like the Seltos and the Kia EV6 and the electric platforms, maybe the Kia Fortes. Maybe the Kia Stinger has a market that Kia just hasn't tapped into properly yet, and you know, they'd rather spend the resources somewhere else, which I get it. But the enthusiast in me hates that. The enthusiast in me hates that that's the case, hates that that's happening, and I just would love to see it not happen. I would love to see them adapt this with an electric platform, but in the way things go, you could see that Nissan brought back the Z after years of it being dead. So who knows? Maybe in a couple of years, Kia will smarten up and bring the Kia Stinger back, and that's all we can hope for, right? And that's like, that's the saddest thing though. So that's why this version is called the Tribute. I'm driving number 488 of the Tribute in Canada, and it is an absolute honor and a pleasure to do so. So thank you, Kia. Thank you to everybody who's been watching the video so far. Yeah, it's just been nuts. So let's enjoy this vehicle this week as much as we can. I'll do some other cool stuff with you, and whatever other cool features I find, just interior walkthrough and stuff like that. I'll tell you what it's like to live with the Kia Stinger Tribute. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm just wrapping up some B-roll here. I kind of took the route. We're kind of like in the middle of nowhere in like a boat launch parking lot, but perfect place, right? Perfect place to kind of film the Kia Stinger. A little bit better lighting too, so check this bad boy out again. Walk around with it with me. Oh my goodness. I don't want to do interior because it's a mess right now because I have like all my stuff in there, but I do owe you a startup shot, so let's get that done. So we open here. like so. Sit on in the car, Stinger mats, nice interior, foot on the brake, and let's go. It's a really quick startup sequence, like it just starts right away. Sounds really good though. It's not a cold start, but it does sound quite decent to the back here. Not bad, can't complain. I'm going home now, so I'll pick it back up later on. All right, so I forgot something at the grocery store, so I'm gonna run out, but I figured I'd give you a little nighttime startup of the Kia Stinger Tribute because I'm just looking for any excuse to drive this thing. I'll be completely honest with you guys. So let's do it. Let's do a little startup thing. Here we go. Oh, the buttons are red. That's cool. Look at that. Oh, it's not focusing. All right, here we go. Let's go. Oh yeah, I love how the steering wheel comes down and everything. So interior tour is coming, maybe tomorrow. We'll see what kind of time I have, but I'm going to the grocery store, so let's pick it back up later. Now that's a cold start. Can anybody explain to me why we are mid-September and it is like, feels like it's like minus 40. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, so let's get some interior shots here. Let's show you what it's been like, what I've been cooking with all week here. Let's sit in here. The floor is extremely dirty. I need to take a vacuum to it. But look at this interior. It hasn't changed much since 2018. So if you've seen this car before, you know what's going on here. So lots of buttons. Love that. Don't have to go through the infotainment for anything. We have a good mix of digital and analog control, as well as when I do this with my turn signal, a camera, and when I do this again, another camera. Very nice. We have 2 memory seating here, power adjusted seats, really good. The bolstering is nice. Or like I showed you when I put it in sport mode, it kind of pumps up things. This is super ergonomic. I love like the feel of this. I feel like this was designed to hold this, and I'm a shift holder, so I like to do that. And it's very nice. The seats here are very cool. We got the Stinger logo right up there. Can't go wrong there. We have a 360-degree parking sensor, which is really parking cameras actually, so it goes all the way around. We love that. We also have heated and ventilated seats. Just a little knob. All of these buttons feel so satisfying. We also have heated steering, which is great. Drive mode controls. All this for like near $60,000 is a really good steal. And the engine, the twin turbo V6, is excellent. You can hear it bite. You know, hopefully I'll be able to play a little sound for you. You probably heard it in the cold start already this week, so it's like really cool. So yeah, I think that's probably gonna do it for like this week's tour of the vehicle and when I'm living with it, but I'll do some final thoughts and stuff later on. All right, so as we end off the week here, kind of my last day filming, got to drop it off later tonight, unfortunately, because like I said, I feel like I've just met this car and I've already got to say goodbye to it because I won't get it again because it's just dying. Even if it comes on a press fleet, it won't be a 2024. It's just not going to happen. They might bring it back later on, but you know, we'll see. So just a quick little walk around here with me as I end off my week with the Kia Stinger, and it has been a good one. But let me talk about all that and more. Let's hop in the driver's seat. I'll mount the GoPro up and we'll give you some final thoughts for the Kia Stinger. All right, let's sit in here. Bang, let's do some final thoughts. So let's get this thing moving. In sport mode, car's already on because I just finished filming for, you know, some of the main review stuff so that you guys can see that. Look at these brown seat belts too. Like, are you kidding me? Like, let's go with this. Like, go on, it doesn't get any better. Like, I just love this car so much. I've loved it since it came out in 2018, and that love relationship has never stopped. You know, I've always seen it on the streets and I go, ooh, Kia Stinger. And it's like, a lot of people don't even know that these exist because it's a Kia and because they're touching the BMW price point, so people just buy BMWs, but you get so much more with this. I feel like you just get so much more. The engine is really good. It's a great all-arounder. It could be a track weapon in some senses, but it can also be super comfortable at the same time. I did a 2-hour road trip with the thing and I had an excellent time. So, you know, the overall thoughts are it's a great car to own, a great car to drive fast, a great car to drive slow, and a great car for any condition. It's really that simple. And all-wheel drive system, great in the winter for here in Quebec, here in Canada. So like, it's so hard to find bad things to say about it. The worst thing is that it's dying. And like I said, I've just met this car and I've got to say goodbye. But I think with that, I'll kind of leave things there because there isn't much left to cover. We've kind of seen everything and I don't have a lot to complain about. It's just a really great car, and I feel like this is your last chance to get it, and Kia are ending things off on a great note with the Tribute, so I really can't complain about that either. So with that being said, make sure you like these videos if you like to see what it's like to live with these cars. I try to film as much as I can during the week when I have them. And with that being said, I will see you the next one, but we won't see the Kia until we'll say to the Kia, we'll see you next time, because I think it'll come back as like a redesign or something. Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm gonna hold out hope for that, and hopefully you are too. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next video, see you in the next car, see you next week. Take care.